Hi everyone, welcome to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Thursday, September 8th. I'm sorry, not Thursday, Tuesday. I can't read my notes right. I'm always doing these videos a day or two ahead. And today is Sunday. So for September 8th, I'm going to draw 5 cards and my intention is to know what is it that we need to know in order to stay aligned with the laws of abundance, of love, of truth and wisdom, and to move forward in our lives in the best way possible. Okay, so 5 cards, 2 for the morning, 1 for the theme and midday, and then 2 for the evening, afternoon and evening. Okay. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords in the morning and the 5 of Cups and the High Priestess to guide us, throughout the whole day. That's an interesting combination along with the Ace of Swords, okay? And then we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so with the theme, it's going to be a day, I think, where we're going to have to go inside a lot, connect in to who we truly are. It's not a talkative day, although the evening may have more energy, but it looks to me like it's more of a quieter day, or the need for us to be a little quieter, and especially to let go of any negative self-talk, because that just takes us down that rabbit hole that we don't want to go. So really hone into this card here for the day. In fact, these 3. It just looks like the morning's a little challenging. Maybe many of us woke up with a headache or feeling restricted in some way, by our bodies, or just our minds, because the swords, of course, are more about, the mind and communication, more of the mental realm, the psychological realm. But the psychological realm is part of our soul substance, and it's part of, our feeling bodies, our emotional bodies. So we can't say that the mind, body, spirit, soul, feelings, emotions, we can't say that any of that is separate, because it really isn't. It just seems to be that way here on earth. And we have to remember that in the spirit world from which we came, from our origins, nothing is separate. But it's all light and love and bliss and pleasure, 100% positive pleasure there. And so the challenging thing is that on earth we don't get that here. But the important piece to take away about that is that when things don't go our ways, we always have to remember to not take things so personally, not beat ourselves up, not go into that restrictive mental place where we're judging ourselves harshly and thinking that there's something wrong with us. So if you have those weird tapes that come up once in a while, that like, oh, I'm not smart enough, or I'm not good enough, or I'm just lacking in any way, any type of inadequacy and feeling inferior, those are not coming from the truth of who you are. The truth of who you are is so much bigger than all of that. It's so much brighter and all-encompassing, divine order. That's who you really are. You come from a realm of complete divine order, cosmic intelligence. So if you can tap into the wisdom of this card and just, keep channeling the divine intelligence that is within every cell of your body, in the nucleus of every cell of your body, is that divine order and divine intelligence. And then jump from this restrictive mental place of thinking that this is the only way, or there's only 1 or 2 ways, and open up to unlimited possibilities. unlimited possibilities. The Ace of Swords can be just so beautiful for breaking through this. This comes when you've been through quite a bit, and now you're not sure which way to go, and you're feeling restricted in, like, kind of in those double bind situations, like if I go here, I'm screwed. If I go there, I'm, which way do I go? No matter which way I go, it's not going to be good, because what we've gotten in the past hasn't been as good as we wanted. But we can change it. We can change it, and we can start over. In fact, we're the only ones that can. No one else can do our inner work for us, and no one else can get ourselves. I mean, of course, you can have lots of assistance and confirmation. You can work with someone and have them speak to you from your higher self. That can definitely happen. But you're the one that has to make the decision to get out of these places. You have to take you can take the wraps off of your hands, your eyes, your blind. She truly can take herself out of this situation. So on another level, if we just look, see if I can do this left-handed. If we just look here with the Eight of Swords, or the image here in the Eight of Swords down here in this corner, is she looking into the mirror, or is she looking up? That's a question. And if she looks into the mirror, she'll see the truth of who she is. But if she's looking outside of herself and comparing herself to other people, and what other people have, and how other people look, and how celebrities, lifestyles, things like that, with people that have more. If we do that, if we go there, we are violating spiritual law, because we're comparing ourselves against someone else. And we each have our own unique path in each lifetime, so we have to honor, why it is that what is it that we came in to, to heal and to break free from, and to look at the beauty that you have deep down inside of you, rather than looking at what you've lost in the past. In fact, you could look at this image in a different way. And of course, it's a card of grief. So if you've lost someone and you're feeling lost and alone, and because you've lost someone, absolutely do your grief work. Don't skirt, don't try to get around and away from that, because it's a natural part of life and human existence. We need to go through those squeaky times that are not as open and free as we'd like. So if that's the case, yes, please feel the pain that you need to feel. But if it's just coming from a mental construct, and the constraints of feeling like you're not good enough, let go of that. Let that just go. Literally just flush the toilet, because it's not gonna get you where you want to go, which is free. So later on in the afternoon, I think some new ideas are going to come through for most of us, and we should take notes. We should keep a notepad nearby, or when something comes in, stop and write it down. Whatever it is, don't let it just slip out, because it could slip out quickly too. And from there, know that whatever it is, you can create from that. You'll get higher self-guidance that comes through quickly. Now, higher self-guidance will be consistent. It will be you'll get the repetitive messages, especially if you go inside and you meditate and you ask questions. You'll get the same consistent questions, or same consistent answers over the questions, but you won't have a loud voice that yells at you. It's going to be the whispers. It's going to be the silent things that come through, when you go in. It's going to be, very gentle. Very gentle, and like, hey, what about this idea? Or what about this? Or try this? Or, you could do that. Or or it'll just be like, well, for me, it's like, it feels a lot like my own voice talking to me if I, you know, if I could hear my own inner voice, but it's weird because I hear it, but it's not the same. So I don't know, you know, I'm clairaudient myself, but I don't know how it is for other clairaudients. You know, some people get images, and I rarely do, but when I do, I certainly pay attention. But you other clairaudients out there, you're going to have to tell me what it's like when you hear certain words. I mean, I get words, but I can't say that I actually hear them, but I get them. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, back to coming from higher self guidance, intuitive guidance, trusting your intuition to take on those ideas and then go with them. The Knights are always action oriented, and the Wands connect to, you know, the passion of our spirits. It's our spiritual fluids, our spiritual essence, our spiritual fire. And so you'll get inspiration, the Wands, you know, representing inspiration, Knight representing act. So act on the inspiration that comes from your higher self, and allow that portal to stay open. Just keep setting the intention to open the portal to new ideas, bigger than you. You can channel them from the universe, and your higher self is connected deeply to the universe, and every cell in your body is deeply connected to your higher self and the universe. And so more and more can keep coming in. And just trust that, write it down, keep going back to it. Don't take it as being just, you know, something elusive or not worthy. Make sure that you don't constrict yourself in that way, because it looks like this is kind of a pattern from the past. You can read these cards also as being the past, present, and future, if it's, you know, guidance for something going beyond the day. And I feel like that's what's happening for this reading, that this is something that's past, present, and future, or past and then the way to go, and this can be our future. But we do have to open within to get the guidance, to get the ideas, and then we have to act on the ideas. So I think that's the most important thing to know. So yeah, okay, well that's it for today. Thanks you guys. Thanks so much for subscribing and liking and sharing, and I love your comments, and any questions, drop them in the comment section, and I'll get to you soon. Okay, thanks you guys. Bye.